Bases, bases, bases. First of all, this is enrichment. No one has to learn this to get a good grade in class. Bases will be bonuses. Our number system, the decimal number system. Deci means 10. The decimal number system is base 10. So that's what we've been using our entire school lives. And we've been using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to form all of our numbers. So the number 458 is formed by the digit 4, the digit 5, and the digit 8. But that's not really a 4. You may recall your teachers would say, that's really a 400. And that's not really a 5. It's really a 50. And that's just an 8 because it's in the ones place value. So when we break our numbers apart, we're breaking them into the base system. What I just did here was to say the number 4, 5, and 8. This 4 is 4 of that place value. So we know that this is the ones, the tens, and the 100s. So I had 4 100s giving me 400, and 5 10s giving me 50, and 8 ones giving me 8. So the same thing happens in bases, which is very exciting. Other base systems other than 10. So if I was working in base 4, I would only have 4 digits to work with. 0, 1, 2, and 3. So I like to say that 4 is the new 10. That's when you have to regroup. So in base 4, you have 4 to the 0 power, 4 to the first power, and 4 squared. Oops, not 10 squared. 4 squared. Just like this is 10 to the 0 power, 10 to the first power, and 10 squared. Base 10 is set up about the powers of 10. Base 4 is set up with the powers of 4. So these are the 1s, the 4s, and the 16s. If I was to have a number in base 4 of 3, 2, 1, it is not 321. It's not 300s, it's 3 16s. 3 times 16 is, let's see here, that's 18, 48. So that's really 48. And 2 4s is really 8. And, I don't want to have a run-on math sentence here. And 1 1 is 1. So this is the base 10 number, 48 plus 8 plus 1, which is 957. This is our base 10 number. This is what we would call it. But in base 4, we'd call it 321, base 4. We wouldn't call it 321 because it's not. It's only the number 57. So this is how we break apart numbers. Let's talk about base 2. Well, base 2 only has 2 numbers. It's also called binary, binary, bi meaning 2, or we call it base 2. It's really computer programming language. So this is 1s and 0s. 2 is the new 10. When you get to a 2, you have to regroup. There's no number 2. The number 2 is made up of 2 digits, just like here. The number 4 is made up of 2 digits, just like here. The number 10 is made up of 2 digits. So in base 2, if I had a 4-digit number, not 4 to the 0, I got base 4 on my brain today. 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 squared, and 2 cubed. So here we're building a number system just like we build our own number system, 1s, 10s, 100s. Well, here we have the 1s, the 2s, the 4s, and the 8s, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. If I build a number 1110, now I can't use any 2s here because that's not an option. I have 1 8, 1 4, and 1 2. 8 plus 4 plus 2. This is the number 14 in base 10. But in base 2, it's the number 1110, base 2. So as we progress to building these bases, you want to think about place value. Notice how I always start. I always start with the 1's place value. That's something that's going to be the same for all these base systems because any number to the 0 power is 1, except for 0, and we're not going to deal with that. 2 to the 0 is 1. 5 to the 0 is 1. This is always going to be the 1's place value. But from there, the number systems are going to be different.